But here is Ben Shapiro very upset that Paul Gosar is being censured.
The illusion? It's an anime video. I'm confused. How is that not a joke? Have you ever thrown out an anime video as a very serious point in a debate? Like in a budget debate, do people normally just throw out anime videos of themselves? Badly pixelated, their faces onto anime characters? The illusion that this was just a joke. I love when they pretend they don't understand jokes. That what we say and what we do does not matter so long as we claim a lack of meaning. Now, this nihilism runs deep, says AOC. It conveys and betrays a certain contempt for the meaning and importance of our work here. Okay, let me not betray
have you ever
a lack.
A guy who is more angry at a female politician for just sort of nothing than Shapiro? He really, really, I mean, this is going into there's something deeper and darker going on with Shapiro here. He is mad. He's mad. She was depicted as being, murdered, but it was only animated. What do you need to do? CGI? This thing needs to be more serious.
Yeah, it's the form that makes it a joke. If it was a 16 millimeter film, then it's I guess it's not a joke because it's 16 millimeter as opposed to anime. In the wake, we've talked about this many times. Janine Garofalo was one of the few people who was coming out against the war in the early 2000s, against the Iraq War. And in the wake of that, Trey Parker and that other dude, I can't remember their names now. The guys, Matt Stone. They
made a movie, these libertarians, and they didn't like the idea how screechy all the anti-war people were. I haven't heard if they feel bad about this now. But they had a character, I don't know if it was animated or whatever, I didn't see it, but a Play-Doh thing, and they blew up Janine. They blew her up. They killed her. I don't know how they killed her. And now there's no code between, it's not really relevant for the society that comedians show respect to other comedians. But Janine had, young cousins and stuff like that. One saw it. I mean, they didn't feel too good about that. It was a representation of killing them. I mean, does it matter what the form of representation is? Well, if they had used paper dolls, maybe that's different than anime. It's just language. He just said he wanted to kill her. He didn't actually kill her. I mean, where does it stop? But look how mad Shapiro is.
And these Congress people get threats all the time. Ilhan and AOC particularly.
Do you think if Ben Shapiro got just a cartoon of his kids being attacked or run over or something like that?
You could imagine a cartoon made about Ben Shapiro that he would take offense to.
It's just a cartoon, man. It's not real. What? And it's also, let's be clear, there is no doubt, and look, it happens to people. I get death threats. People get death threats. I can't imagine the amount of death threats that AOC gets, and how to have a sitting congressperson validate these type of things, what that must do.
After they're validating all the Jan 6 stuff for the previous 8 months.
Exactly. All right, continue. Let's hear Ben Shapiro blow his stack.
Claim a lack of meaning. Now, this nihilism runs deep, says AOC. It conveys and betrays a certain contempt for the meaning and importance of our work here. Okay, let me not betray a lack of contempt for. I have contempt for the meaning of your work here. All of you in Congress, I think that you're basically useless. I think you do nothing for a living and get paid on the taxpayer dime and then claim that you're changing the world while wrecking America's fiscal future. So let me just put that one out there. But it betrays contempt for.
Somehow they managed to do nothing, but also wreck America's fiscal future. So they do nothing, and their nothingness brings about a wreck of American fiscal future, which at least he believes in the need for an activist government. We may disagree on how that government functions. This guy's such a clown show, too. It's unbelievable. There's not even a consistency within 5 words that they express. Any given phrase completely undercuts the point they're trying to make. All right, continue.
Do nothing for a living and get paid on the taxpayer dime and then claim that you're changing the world while wrecking America's fiscal future. So let me just put that one out there. But it betrays contempt for the meaning of the work that we do here. That's what we do. So long as we claim it's a joke, it doesn't matter. That's what we say. That what we say here doesn't matter. That our actions every day as elected leaders don't matter. And I am here to rise to say it does. She said, our work here matters. Our example matters. There's meaning in our service. Vomit.
Cool kid philosopher.
Come on. You don't have to like Paul Gosar or even like that he tweeted out a dumb meme to understand that's not a death threat that violates the sanctity of the United States Congress. And these people are so irritating. You're making me defend Paul Gosar now. What the wrong with you people? Seriously, what?
You're making me defend. You're making me do it.
Remember when people made him defend Steve King as not racist also, and he had to kind of back off of that?
You're making it easy to make him do things. Yeah. Unbelievable. This guy really.
It is like, I'm also, I'm going to be 33, I think now. But Ben Shapiro,
vomit.
like
he's still 7. That's the problem. He started when he was very young. And sometimes, like, you get arrested.
Exactly, right? Like Charlie Kirk is aging out of the, like, I'm the young conservative thing. Ben Shapiro is going to be more visibly that too. And he also has been doing this since he was like 12. And I don't know. I don't know what, like, psychologically that's going to do to him.
Well, I think the problem is that, when you develop those habits at age 12, and the forum doesn't change. And then the other part is that he's not nearly as entertaining as he thinks he is. Yes. And that is, I think, something that he struggled with for a long time. Like, he so badly wanted to be a comedy writer and to do film. And I mean, he's done this.
Yeah, because
signing actors who are like,
it's like child actor syndrome. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You haven't had to actually develop the chops because people were just clapping for you.
Yep. And that can go both ways. I knew a couple of people who were child actors as adults. Some of them did okay. The other ones end up, with a problem. All I can hope is
hopefully they didn't inspire any mosque shootings, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just, there's absolutely, it's unbelievable. You would think he would be a little bit sensitive to that, too, after his stuff being quoted by someone who used it as justification for going killing people. Yeah, I think. Whatever. That's the thing that got him so pissed about the nihilism. He didn't like to hear that nihilism knocked in any way.
Hey, that's my audience.
Hey, wait a second. That nihilism paid for my house.
Yeah, do you think somebody could listen to me for 3 hours a day and not being nihilistic?
I got news for you. The reason why that my pool is warm is because of that. Mark the shark. It's not racism that pits groups against each other. It's the response to racism. Yeah, exactly. That's the Jordan Peterson line. They're making me defend Paul Gosar. They're making me be racist by saying that it's racism.